Everybody, welcome back. I am Tom, the Sunday Dinner Chef. Well, today happens to be the last day of the series of Sunday appetizers.
The Sunday Dinner Chef will make you feel fine. Sit down, let's have a drink and enjoy the show.
Next weekend is actually the 31st, but it's considered a Labor Day weekend, and we're going to start another series of that. Tune in, please, if you wouldn't mind. Now, what I'm going to do today is it sort of mimics back to last week's for the fry bread. Okay, so what I thought about was for the last hurrah here for the last of the appetizers, I was going to make some tacos, taco appetizers that I was going to use. But I thought about it and I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to make some of fry bread, but I'm going to make them a little bit smaller. You can see I have my cast irons out here. I'm going to cut up some pork. Nothing better than a pork taco. I'm going to get it nice and crispy. Plus, I'm going to make the flatbread. Let's cook. I start off with making the dough for the flatbread. Now, what I did was I'm going to I'm going to make a regular batch of dough. Okay, so in this mixing bowl here is 3 cups of flour. Okay, I also have some yeast brewing. Okay, in this 1 cup here, and also I have some salt. Okay. I'll leave a description down in there for the recipe, but if you follow along with me, it's basic. 3 cups, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of yeast, dry active yeast, and a half a teaspoon of sugar. That's it. That's all the ingredients. Now I'm going to mix all this together, okay? And we're going to make the dough. Now, into the mixer here, I'm going to put the hook on it. And I'm going to start this off, always lock it down, okay? And I'm going to start this off on low. Gradually pick it up a little bit. My mixer sounds like it's on its last leg. Okay, dough is already mixed, okay? And as you can see right here, looks pretty good. Feels very dense. I just asked Alexa what the humidity was here in Las Vegas, and it is at 5%. For bread makers, that is a horrible number. Okay, so what you would normally do if you were making regular bread, what you would do is I would turn the oven up like to 200 and then shut it off. And then I would boil a little bit of water in a pot, stick that into the oven, and then I would put the dough, okay, once I wanted to get it to rise, I would put that in the oven with a cover over it and just let that steam bring up the humidity to help this thing rise. But being able to be making fry bread, okay, I don't need to worry about that right now. So today's a good day for fry bread. Okay, very shiny object right there. So what I'm going to do is in this shallow bowl here, I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to it. Okay, now just from mixing this, okay, in my KitchenAid, all right, this came out perfect. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better way of doing this. Like I said, 3 cups of flour, okay? Now, once this rises up a little bit, I'm gonna punch it down and then cut it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make these into smaller discs, okay, for our tacos, okay? Our taco appetizers. Now, this is gonna be really simple. All it's gonna be basically is pulled pork, sliced pork. I'm going to show you how I'm going to achieve that, okay? Then I'm going to get them crispy, and then we're going to put the other components together. But I do have a twist from the hatch chilies. Okay, so what I want to do now is I'm going to take this. I got the pan, the bowl oiled, okay? And I'm just going to flip it over, get the other side, and put this over here like that. I mean, just look at this. I mean, I could start this right now, but I want to get I'm going to get some air bubbles in there. Okay, I'm going to get it to the point where once I cut this and start rolling it out real quick into the hot oil, it's going to bubble up, it's going to burst up into bubbles and stuff like that, but I'm not going to overdo it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that it is pliable enough to fold it. And if not, oh well, but it's going to be fantastic. Okay, just want to take them, cut them in quarters. If some are a little bit bigger than others, you can cut them in half again, the quarter. But these will be fine. If you have never tried this, you need to give it a shot, because you know what, it is good. I enjoy making this kind of food because I'm playing with it, and I tell you what, it really tastes good. So we're taking a flatbread that's from way back, okay, and what we're doing is we're making a modern twist on it. Okay, this pork was frozen solid, so what I had to do is, just to get this cook going, I'm going to cut it in quarters, okay, and what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this now, and it's going to go into the Dutch oven, and I'm going to just braise it. Use the liquid that comes out of this, okay, and just let that all cook down, and then we're going to pull it. Okay. Beautiful sound. Arrange them in. Cover them up, they're going to sweat. All right, so now what I want to do is I just want to get them on here so they don't burn. Nothing worse than trying to do this and have burnt meat when you're trying to make a nice sauce with it and whatever. So I'm just going to turn these around a little bit more, trying to get each side of them on. They will calm down. And now what they'll do is they'll start. The only bad thing about doing it from the frozen state, there's no problem doing it. The only problem is that you get more moisture out of it rather than from being thawed. So I'm just going to put a little Tommy spice on there. But they're going to braise anyway, so it's not a big deal. Just a little extra added juice that's going to be in there. Just listen to that sound. Okay, into my saute pan, a little bit of olive oil in there, heating up. I'm also going to be dropping in some of my Tommy spice. And now, I'm going to let this start to see a little shimmer in it. And then what I'm going to do is just get that heated up here. Like I keep saying, you have got to give this a try. Okay, take the radishes, cut them up. You can slice them thin. On the keto channel, I use this just like this as far as mimicking roast potatoes. Okay, very low on the carbs and stuff like that. Great, really great. Like I said, play with your food. Back here, garlic. Put them in there. And also I have some mini bell peppers, okay, that they were starting to get a little shrivelly when I buy them. You spend a lot of money on this kind of stuff, and get it home in a day or two. They start wilting up a little bit. So I cut them up. Actually, I should say Marie cuts them up, puts them in a little baggie, puts them in the freezer, and I use them there. Now I also have a little bit. I'm using a half a jalapeno because the sauce is going to be a little hot on there, so I don't want to overkill it. So I'm going to dump them in. Now we're just going to let them go. Okay, the aromas in the house right now are like, wow, unbelievable. Now this is just off the top of my head that I made this. Actually, cleaning out the refrigerator, basically what it is. But I'm going to turn them into some nice small appetizers, as you can see. Now you can actually, let me bring it closer to you. You can actually see the changing of the radish. Okay, I'm telling you what, the first time I ever did this was on my keto channel, and I tell you what, it blew me away. All right, just gonna put that back like that. Now I still have this on high heat, so I'm trying to get a little bit of caramelization on them. All right, and you know, my luck has it, okay, I picked them jalapeno. All of a sudden now, this time of the year, they're getting hotter. Earlier on, since January, they haven't been that hot. So I'm making this dish with the hatch chili sauce that I put in with the meat. It's got a little kick to it. Also the fire roasted tomato that's in there. Plus also I use some pepperoncino inside with this sauce there. So this is going to be, this is going to light it up a little bit. There again, you see the red starting to get a pinkish color, okay? That's what we want. As I destroy the kitchen. Okay. Okay, this one I'm going to run through real quick because you see me do this a lot of times. I'm going to flour the board, okay? I'm going to cut and roll the dough. I'm going to take it out of the pan here. And as you can see right here, it is workable, really nice. I'm going to put it down. It's starting to get some air bubbles in it, okay? So I'm not going to waste too much time with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it out, okay, and then get some of them seams there. You want to cover up the seams if you can. You want to make it a nice tight ball so that it doesn't come apart when you put it into the oil, or even when you bake it. You know, if you make pizza, sometimes people take it to this point, okay, and as you can see right here, has these lines in it. You can see that thing growing. That's exactly what I want. So I'm going to take it, and I'm just going to roll it out, and we're going to get cutting. Okay, that's number one I'm going to do right now. I'm going to fry this one up first, and then I'm going to show you how I want to do it. Now that's about the bite-sized pieces that you want, okay, to fill it up here and eat it as an appetizer. You can make them smaller, okay, but there's no reason to it. Okay, like I always say, safety first, and what I want to do here is I got everything shut off, okay? There's no fire coming out of this right now, and what I want to do is I'm going to put this into the oil, and then what I want to do is I want to take it and I want to crease it, okay? And that's going to happen is when we go to fold up, make it look like a taco. That's what it's going to be. Now, also, I can turn the gas back on again. Flip it real quick, okay? And then I'm going to go back and do each side again. Just want to turn all the other burners on. I mean, there you go. This is how easy this is to do. Now, this could be the same way as they make zeppels, okay? If you go to the fairs, okay, this is basically what it is. Some of it have egg in it. Okay, I'm gonna let that go. We'll bring you back when we're all done. Okay, we're moving right along here. I'm gonna make a few more of these, and then I'm gonna make it a little something extra, a little surprise for you. Okay, making the last two here of the fry bread. These are so light. I mean, it's like a pillow. Okay. One thing though, I'm gonna really bring out here. See that little pocket right in there? Okay, that holds the oil. Now you want this thing to sit in oil because you want it to cook at the same time. But when you're taking it out, I'm gonna give you a little pointer here. When you're taking it out of the oil, okay, take it out and always hold your tongs in the down position. Let me zoom out of here a minute. You want your tongs to be held like this, okay? If you hold it like that, some of that trapped oil is going to run down to the back of the tong, and you're going to burn your arm or your hand, your palm, and stuff like that. So always take them out and leave your tongs up this way. All right, back in the day when me and my wife were young, you know, they had the covered wagons and the horses and stuff. We would go into or any kind of county fair or anything like that, and you would get this fried dough. Okay, you just take it from what's left. Okay, take it, pinch it off a little bit, and put it in there. Now, these could be called zaples, whatever. Now, you can either finish it with sugar, and I'm doing this for my honey tonight because she likes it with honey. Okay, so we just so happen to have some honey here. I'm going to throw a couple of them in there like that, and I don't want to overcrowd it. I'm going to let that go, and then you want to go back to the first ones and then flip them over. These are nice bites. I can remember, yeah, I mean, they either do it with powdered sugar or whatever, and wouldn't be a county fair or any kind of treat, you know, walk around the fair with. And a lot of places back in the day used to take up a piece of parchment paper, funnel it up, and just throw them in there and sprinkle the powdered sugar over them, or drizzle the honey on them. So, okay. All right, without fogging up the camera too much, this is exactly how I want this. Okay. And right now, my restraints are, I'm going to dig into this right now so bad. Okay, so meat is ready. We have our little pockets here. They're ready. Now, I meant to say before, you can make this a little thicker, okay, and open it up like a pita bread. You can make it like a sandwich like that, or you can just flat out fold it over. So the thicker one's going to be a little bit more doughy, okay, depending on how you want them. And also you have ones like this that are flat in the middle, and you can just break them in two. Put them in two, and you have it like that. So there's quite a different ways you can do this right here. Here are the little zaples, okay, with the honey on them. Marie just had one, and she said, "Oh boy." Okay, let's put this together. A little parsley on it. There you have it, folks, right there. Let me get this junk out of the way. The last of the Sunday appetizers. I'm going to tell you something. This is fantastic. Really is good. And for dessert, I made Marie some zaples, okay, zapala, whatever they call it. A little bit of honey on there. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I am Tom, the Sunday Dinner Chef, and that is the last part of Sunday appetizers. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. See you next time.
The Sunday Dinner Chef will always care for you.